You're being robbed, right now, every single day. And the worst part, you're not even allowed to fight back. In 2024, the 26 richest people on this planet owned more than the poorest 3.8 billion combined. 3.8 billion, that's half the human race. And this isn't some accident. This isn't bad luck. This is a system that was designed on purpose to make sure your country never catches up. And I can prove it. In 1960, rich countries were 30 times wealthier than poor countries. Today, that number is 80. 60 years of foreign aid, 60 years of development plans, 60 years of world leaders shaking hands and promising change, and the gap didn't close. It tripled. So either half the world is just stupid, or someone rigged the game. Let me show you exactly how they did it. Wall number 1. The debt. This is the oldest trick in the book. A poor country needs money. Roads, hospitals, power plants. So they go to the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, and the IMF says, sure, here's your loan. But there's a catch. Actually, there are about 50 catches. Cut your government spending. Fire public workers. Sell your national industries to private companies. Remove tariffs. Open your borders to foreign corporations. And if you refuse, no money, your economy collapses. Your currency crashes. Your people starve. So every poor country says yes. Every single time. But here's what they don't tell you. Every rich country on earth did the exact opposite to get rich. The United States? Massive tariffs for 100 years to protect American factories. Britain, same thing a century earlier. South Korea literally banned foreign cars until Hyundai and Kia could compete globally. Japan subsidized its corporations for decades. China still controls its currency, its banks, its entire economy. Every single one of them used protectionism, government spending, and trade barriers to climb the ladder. Then when they reached the top, they kicked that ladder away and told you that free markets are the only way up. That's not economics, that's a con, and the numbers prove it. Countries that followed IMF programs in the 80s and 90s grew at 0.5% per year. Countries that told the IMF to get lost, like China and Vietnam, grew at 8 to 10%. I want you to read that again. The countries that followed the rules stayed poor. The countries that broke the rules got rich. If that doesn't make you angry, you're not paying attention. Comment below right now. Tell me what country you're from, because I guarantee your country got hit by at least one of these walls. Wall number 2, technology. You want to build a tech industry in 2026? Great. You need semiconductors. Who makes them? 3 countries. Taiwan, South Korea, United States. Over 90% of advanced chips come from 3 places on Earth. The machines that build those chips? One company. ASML in the Netherlands. And the United States has literally banned China from buying those machines. China, the second largest economy on the planet. They can't buy the machines. So now imagine you're Nigeria, or Bangladesh, or Bolivia. You want to compete. With what? You can't make the chips. You can't buy the machines. You can't license the patents. The door isn't just closed. It's welded shut. But wait, it gets worse. Wall number 3. Even if a poor country builds schools, trains engineers, creates brilliant minds, those minds leave. Africa loses 70,000 skilled professionals every single year. India's best engineers trained at IIT, the most competitive schools on earth, they end up in Silicon Valley. Not Bangalore, not Mumbai, Silicon Valley. The country that paid to educate them gets nothing. The country that recruits them gets everything. And this isn't some accident either. The US H-1B visa system was designed to do this. It's a vacuum cleaner that sucks talent out of developing countries and drops it into American corporations. Your country builds the brain, America takes it. Well, number 4, trade. The World Trade Organization is supposed to make things fair, right? A level playing field. That's a joke. The United States and European Union spend over $700 billion a year subsidizing their farmers. $700 billion. Their farmers grow food with government money, then dump it on global markets at prices no one can compete with. A farmer in Senegal destroyed. A farmer in Guatemala bankrupt. Your country becomes dependent on food imports. And then when global food prices spike, like they did in 2008, like they did in 2022, your people go hungry. And here's the kicker. When a poor country tries to put tariffs on imports to protect its OWN farmers, the WTO calls it a violation. But when America does the same thing, they call it national security. The rules are different. They were always different, and they were written by the countries sitting at the top. Now someone in the comments is going to say, what about South Korea? What about China? What about Singapore? They escaped. True. Let's look at how. South Korea's government handpicked industries, shielded them from competition, and pumped them full of cheap credit until they dominated global markets. China manipulated its currency for decades, forced foreign companies to hand over their technology, and kept state control over everything. Singapore became a tax haven with a population smaller than most cities. Not a single one of them followed the IMF playbook. Every single escape story is a story of a country that broke the rules. That should tell you everything about who those rules were meant for. One more number, and this one should keep you up at night. Developing countries receive about $200 billion a year in aid. Sounds generous. Except those same countries lose $1.3 trillion a year through illicit financial flows, corporate profit shifting, and trade manipulation. For every $1 that goes in, $6 get pulled out. The money flows one direction, always one direction, from the cobalt mines of Congo to the boardrooms of London, from the garment factories of Bangladesh to the shopping malls of New York, from the call centers of Manila to the earnings reports of Silicon Valley. They don't want to help you. They want to extract from you, and they built an entire global system to do it legally. And now, the newest wall, the tallest wall, artificial intelligence. The countries that will dominate AI are the ones with data, computing power, and talent. America, China, maybe a handful of European nations, and everyone else locked out. Cambodia, one of the most digitally ambitious countries in Southeast Asia, ranks near the bottom of AI readiness. If Cambodia can't keep up, what chance does Mali have? What chance does Haiti have? What about your country? This is the pattern. It has always been the pattern. A new technology emerges. Rich countries capture it. Then they write the rules to make sure you can never replicate what they did. They did it with industrialization. They did it with pharmaceuticals. They did it with semiconductors. And right now, right this second, they're doing it with AI. So the next time someone tells you that poor countries just need better leadership, or harder work, or less corruption, ask them one question. Why did every rich country use protectionism to get rich, and then ban it for everyone else? Why do trade rules allow subsidies for American farmers but not African ones? Why do patent laws protect pharmaceutical profits while millions die from diseases we already know how to cure? Why does the United States run a $34 trillion deficit with zero consequences, while Ghana gets punished for borrowing a fraction of that? The system is not broken. The system is doing exactly what it was built to do. The question was never why poor countries can't catch up. The question is, who profits from making sure they never do? And with AI now redrawing the entire global economy, the walls aren't just staying up. They're getting higher, faster, smarter. The next time someone tells you the world is getting better, look them in the eye and ask, better for whom? Drop your country in the comments. Let's see how many of us are on the wrong side of this wall.